right, is everything looks like it's working good. All right, hello, and welcome. So, as for today, I am getting back to work on this Huntrix fan art. I'm super excited to continue. And so for today's plan, I was off stream, so this was yesterday. I was working more on Rumi here. So for today, I'm going to continue working more on Rumi. Yeah, and we'll see how far I get. I don't really know. I don't really have like a set goal in mind. I just want to kind of keep moving with this piece because there's a lot of detail, a lot of detail, and more keeps coming up. So to start, since this is an oil painting, I do have a lot of my colors still mixed and they're not dried out at all from yesterday. So I don't really have to remix anything, which is nice. It's very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna just, actually I'm gonna pull up a better excuse me, a better reference photo. There we go. And since it's not so upside down for me, because I'm dealing with I'm no longer color blocking anything. I'm doing the final details, so I will need it right side to me. Hey, it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? And it's Win. Hi, Win. How you doing? It's good to see you guys here. Sorry if you're sitting here for a minute, hey, we're here. I'm just going into my spiel of, okay, what's the game plan? Hey, and it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? Ah, and in touch, it's me. Hello. Oh, good. We got a good group right off the back. All right. So let's see. What are my brushes? How am I gonna start this piece? Probably not with that brush. Yeah, yesterday I was working on Rumi's face and I kind of want to continue a little bit. So what I have not added yet is any of the blue glow or pink glow to it. I was just kind of trying to get the shapes down. So I do want to get some of those glowing features in there. Like that, a glowing effect. Nice win. I'm glad you're getting back to work on one of your own projects. And yeah, that Miku drawing, you should definitely work on finishing it. It's already looking really cute. I remember you showing me just the rough outline, and I think it's cute so far. And doing pretty good, Win. Doing pretty good. I'm just, I'm happy to get back onto this piece. Yesterday, I made really good progress. I like making progress on my art. If I have a productive day and I get big chunks of stuff done, oh my gosh, it feels so good to me. So yesterday I made a lot of progress on on the cosplay horns, and that felt really, really good. And I wanted to work on the cosplay horns like today, like painting them. That was a goal of mine, but I ran out of sunlight, and I prime all my foam pieces with Plasti Dip, and I kind of need sunlight for the Plasti Dip, otherwise it takes a long time to dry. But here's the trick with Plasti Dip, if you spray it in the sunlight, it like dries and cures faster in sunlight. So if I was to do it in the dark, one, I just don't like working in the dark, and I have to do it outside. But so yeah, kind of ran out. I probably won't have time today either to prime them, which is a bit of a bummer. Hopefully tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, then definitely Thursday I'm gonna have time to prime them. But in the meantime, this is why I kind of like working on multiple projects, because sometimes like I just don't have time to to work on one, so I can just move on to another and kind of balance each other out. What? It's snowing, Isaac. Oh, that's super exciting. Lucky you get snow. I like snow. Well, hopefully, Isaac, you're just staying inside so you can enjoy the snow from the inside. Hopefully you don't have to go anywhere like majorly or anything. Yes. Yes, Isaac. I'll build a snowman with you. Absolutely. Yeah, I know for like October I had like a themed painting, but unfortunately I don't have any Christmas type things for December. And I thought about it, but I have so many projects and with actual deadlines that I'm like, I probably shouldn't start something new. Especially that I'm like, I kind of have to get this one done. Same with the horns. Like they all have deadlines, so it's okay. Maybe another time I'll do like a fun Christmas theme painting. Or I might come up with something real quick, but we'll see. No promises. Sorry if I am more quiet this stream. I'm just pre-warning, I can already feel it. These details are like I'm extra concentrating. You probably already experienced it with me where I'm like even just trying to add the blue to her face, and here I'm trying to explain the foam horns and I'm having a hard time. uh, with color blocking it's one thing because it's almost mindless, like I kind of have to just think of where the general value is going to be, But once we come down to details, as many of you know, it takes a little bit more concentration. And I know I'm working on such a tiny spot. Aww. Thank you, Isaac. I would totally go for a cup of hot chocolate right now. That sounds so good. Thank you, Win. Thank you. We're putting the little focus mode, focusing very. I don't know, and also too, like, faces are so hard because faces, they're just really, really precise. I could honestly switch gears a little bit and just work on her shirt, and then it would be less, like, I would be like less concentrated, and then I can talk a little bit better. How about I do that? And then I can just do the face off stream when I'm in my own world. But I don't know, you might like to see the process of this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna work on this part right here, and then I'm gonna go and move on to her shirt so that I can kind of just relax a little bit better, not concentrate so hard. There we go. I do like how this one's turning out. I am having fun with it, and I'm happy to return to it too. There we go. Yeah, how about that? All right, I'll go back to her face later off stream, and then I'm going to now move over to her shirt. Should be good. Where is, I gotta get more white. Not much white paint left. Don't worry, I got a backup tube behind me. In oil painting, you go through a lot of white paint. It was funny. I saw a funny little like meme video the other day of an artist. She accidentally mixed, like, she was using titanium white and then she accidentally grabbed like another white. I don't remember which white it was. And then it completely changed her colors. And she was like, what the heck was going on? And that's why I only use one. Like I use so many colors, but my like colors that straight from the tubes is like very simple because I don't want to be like, wait, I have like 5 different types of whites that I which one is it? Or 5 different kinds of yellows. You know, like 10 different kinds of blue. Instead, I just like really mix my own colors. And you wouldn't think that would make like such a big difference, but it ends up making a difference. All right, so I'm gonna move this aside for a sec. And then I'm gonna just mix some white and gray. I'll move this up actually. There we go. Egg salad sandwiches. Interesting. Well, thank you, Isaac. That's very sweet of you to make everyone food. I like it. Isaac, what do you put in your egg salad sandwich to make it really good? All right, I think that's a good dark gray, and then we can make even a slightly even more darker gray. And I'm gonna add a little bit of blue into this dark gray. And it looks like I might even need more white. Gonna grab a little bit more blue. I like when working with gray, I like to add a little bit of color just so it's not so flat. And actually I'm gonna add in a little bit of this to this. I do want this more as a light gray, but I do want to add a little bit of color into it. That's why. So whatever colors I'm working with, so if they're like blue or pink, I always add a little bit into my gray. It adds more dimension. Yeah, it's really easy to make. Well, what ingredients do you add, Isaac? Like, do you add like celery or mayonnaise? Like, what do you put in your egg sandwich? All right. Now, putting this aside, and then gonna get back to working on Rumi here. There we go. And there we go. That's a good place. It's a little upside down, but not that upside down. Just a little bit. I want to be really bold with this. So I am just going in with pure white. Normally something I don't do, but like I said, I want to be extremely bold with it. I want to give it that glowing effect. Besides, this t-shirt's kind of more white and it ended up looking more gray, partially because of the graphite. And there's a fuzzy. I'm gonna take this palette knife and get the fuzzy out. I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe the hair is too fine. There we go. Be gone, fuzzy. It's like the fur from the ears and tails. Hey, it's Evo Leia. Hi, Evo Leia. How you doing? Yeah, kind of all pink today. It's like a pinky purple, but I think my camera sees it more as pink. Yeah, I'm looking over here and I'm like, camera sees it more pink than purple, and I don't know. This camera kind of it is like makes colors brighter. And I'm doing pretty good, Evolea. How are you doing? So I'm gonna do, my plan is that I'm gonna do like all the values of her top first, and then I'll go back in and I'm gonna add in the necklace because she does have like a really cool chunky necklace that I don't want to forget about. All right. There we go. Yeah, and oh my gosh, there's so many more details. I know there's just so many details I want to add to this, and just keep chipping away at it. What's fun about this piece too is since there is 3 figures, but 3 figures, it does add a challenge to it. The more figures you add, the more challenging it gets. But one really cool thing is that if I'm waiting on one of them to like to dry or move on to the next step, I can just move on to the next and still make progress on the painting. Especially if I get into a stuck placement where I'm like, I'm not sure where to take this. I made a mistake. I don't know how to solve it. I can just easily move on to another figure, drop it for a little bit, and then come back. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Evo Leia. Oh, there we go. Nope, gotta be careful. I almost put my hand in a place where it was wet. That would have not been good. Well, even if I did, I would have just fixed it. Be like, oopsies. You all know I do that all the time. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. And I'm gonna add a little bit of shadow of pink in here as well. Yeah, I'm actually having a lot of fun with adding in the different highlights of pinks and kind of stuff. Does her neck look weird? Hold on, I have to hold it like this for 2 seconds to see if her neck looks a little weird. It does look a little weird. I can fix that though. Sometimes painting in a weird angle can create weird shapes. Happens all the time. That's why sometimes I'm like, I'm sorry I can't be completely upside down for you guys, because I gotta see what the heck I'm doing. Oh man, I remember when I first started this piece, my deadline was October to have it done in. And look, we're in December and I'm like, yeah, no, there's still a lot left to do. I don't see a end in sight soon. If I could get it done by January, I would be a happy little fairy. And I don't have any pure, not so much pure black, but like any dark, dark colors or anything. So I'm gonna have to mix that too. Looks like my blues and blacks are all dried up. I gotta get those. So, how was everyone's weekend? Since we're all here just chilling, how was your weekend? Did anyone do anything fun? Did anyone put up Christmas decorations? I did. It was fun. I love putting up Christmas decorations. It's always like my favorite part the holidays is putting up the decorations. Nice. Got some coffee win. Is it just simple coffee or did you put any flavor in it? What kind of coffee did you pick up? All right, so I'm mixing the blue black color that's like on the collar of the jacket because I kind of need it to correct a few things. Ooh, nice. Nice win. that's cool. You want to learn how to paint on glass and work. Yeah. Oh, that seems super exciting. Paintings on glass is super pretty. It's a really, really pretty medium. Yeah, and especially now, like it's such nice weather to work outside, so it's perfect for glass work. Yeah, I know for sure. Like me, I want to get as much like foam smithing done before it gets hot again. Hey, that's good though. And that'll feel good when to have like that space set up for your art, and it always feels good to have a work area. Like no matter how big or small, it's like I don't know, it feels nice when you're like this is my space to create. It's good. And as you can see here, so the more detailed work, not as interesting, takes longer, but this is like where the painting really starts to come all together, is in these tiny details. Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna take a flat brush. Where's my flat brush? There's my flat brush. And then kind of soften the edge up here. Okay. Yeah. And this is pretty much, yeah. So I'm just playing around with values. And that glowing effect. I'm using this like brush a lot. I really like it. It's kind of like, it's like an in-between soft bristles and hard bristles. And I've been really liking it. Sadly though, I've been overusing it, so the little bristles are breaking. I'm like, no. That's what happens when you overuse brushes. Which I seem to always do. I'll find like a favorite brush and then I'll just like overuse it and then I'll be like, oh man. But it's okay, I'll always end up finding another favorite brush. And you know what? I'll take my fluffy brush and I think I'll do this part. It might end up actually reading a bit better. And I'm gonna add some pink in here too in a little bit once this is blended out. I think it needs a little bit of that magenta. Oh no, I'm sorry, Nacho. I'm sorry it's a slow day. Sad. Quick, someone order a pizza to help Nacho out. Aww. Yeah, maybe. Maybe a lot of people are still eating, like, turkey leftovers. It's possible. You guys should make a turkey leftover pizza with all the Thanksgiving fixings, but on a pizza. I don't know if that would be any good. Aw, fun! You guys decorated for Christmas? Nacho, if you get the chance, take pictures because I want to see. I want to see what it looks like with the Christmas decorations. I love Christmas decorations. I know I said that already in the stream, but they're my favorite. That and Halloween decorations. I love both. I think I like decorating for holidays. I think that's just in general. That's something I really find joyful. I don't know, and there's something like extra special and magical specifically about Christmas decorations. It is fun to decorate. It's super fun. I agree. I know you're all thinking, you've spent way too much time on this little part. Why? I'm like, cause I'm a perfectionist, that's why. That's how my art ends up looking the way it does, is that it's the perfectionist side coming out. Oh, you all want to know something weird? I know it's kind of suddenly random, but it's something that I realized the other day is exactly 1 year ago, I was working on that Avatar, The Last Airbender, like painting, the one with all the firebenders. That was a year ago when I was working on that piece. Like exactly, because it was right around this November, December time when I was working on it. Isn't that crazy to think that was a year ago when I was working on it? It doesn't feel like it. It feels like I just finished that piece, like I was. Doesn't feel like it at all. Yeah, and so then that means too that it was like a year ago when I started live streaming. So I've been officially streaming for a year now. I don't remember. I know I should have remembered which day was my exact first day. And no, you can't go on my YouTube to look at the first one because I think the first couple of streams I didn't know how to record them yet and post them and that kind of stuff. So actually my very first stream is like lost in the ether. Because I didn't know how to record it, save it or anything. I didn't know. Um yeah, and the first couple I think are lost. It's okay. I was very nervous and I'm sure they were not entertaining at all. I think I stumbled over my words a lot. I think I muted myself a lot. So it's okay. Those ones are lost to the ether. I know, I know. I hope that Greg comes back too. Uh, hopefully. Um, yeah, I hope to. I haven't seen any like local cons that he'll be visiting yet, but I hope he does. And there's one con, the one in January that I'm going to. That's Albuquerque Comic Con. He he's normally at that one like years past. Like he'll be like a reoccurring visitor. But I don't know if he'll be this following year, or this one, if he's gonna be there or not. But, yeah, I know. Same here. When I'll have to, if he is, I'll have to stop by and say hi. He was really cool to work for. It's always cool, like whenever he posts pictures of his little table and stuff, or like signings, and I see both the avatar painting and the coup painting there. I'm like, oh my gosh. I feel honored. I just feel really special. I really hope to do more paintings in the future for voice actors, because I love it so much. I think it's so much fun. I really, really hope to in the near future. Mm-mm-mm. Alrighty, so as for her top, I think I'm pretty happy. Let me see if I can start her necklace. If I become frustrated and it's just getting muddy, then I won't continue. But, we'll see. Why I want to kind of start her necklace is because I do like that I can make it really soft and blended easily now. But it can also become very muddy, and we don't want that. Actually, I'm going to tilt it this way. I know it's completely upside down to you guys, and I apologize, but oh yeah, see, I was already making it crooked on accident. Whoopsies. I was like, I have a feeling that if I don't do this right side up to me, I'm gonna automatically make it crooked. And guess what? I did. There we go. Yeah, so right now I'm just kind of like sculpting the shadows of where the necklace is going to lay in the highlights. So when I do like jewelry and paint that, I do the shadows first, and then I paint the jewelry on top. At least that's the easiest way I have found to do jewelry. And I am experimenting here. I'm trying to play with shapes. Trying to play with shadow. Yep, real time experimenting right here. I don't do like a whole lot of really like, it's kind of a thick chunky chain that she has, and I don't do a whole lot of paintings with like those kinds of accessories. Just a few handfuls. So, and doing chain, there's a technique behind it. And some people, like if you do it a lot, there's a way to master it. I am not one of those. I haven't worked on those skills quite yet, so still learning. There we go. See, it's coming together. And then the highlights, and some of these highlights I might have to go back and add in when it's dry. Or maybe not, it's actually going on pretty smooth. And then, not to forget, since this is like metal, it reflects even colored light. So, we got pink here and we got blue. So we're gonna add some pink and blue. Just some dots where the highlights would be. I'm gonna add some pink over here. What did you remember, Win? What is it? What random fact did you remember? Game on 2024. I had you hold that giant pizza slicer prop. I'm trying to remember. So maybe why am I not remembering this, Win? I feel like that's something that I would not forget. A giant pizza slicer prop. What cosplay was I in? Was I in Rebecca? Because 2024 I wore to that game on. I know I wore. Did I wear Killjoy? I know I wore Jinx and I wore Rebecca, but I don't even remember who I wore on Friday. It could have been. No, it was Killjoy. It was casual Killjoy that I wore. I wore Jinx. Okay, you'll have to send me the picture. But what did your this is frustrating. How could I not remember something like that? A pizza slicer prop. I'm so sorry, Win, that I don't know why my memory's failing me, because that totally sounds like something that I would just be like Yeah, I remember that. That was a funny moment or something. He was at Fan Fusion. But anywho, besides my memory being bad, Win, what's special about the pizza slicer prop? What? Yeah, send photos. But what's up? What's up about this photo? Did you realize something or did it, I don't know, pop up in your Google memories? Oh, you made it a thing in a game? Oh my gosh. That's too funny, Win. Yeah, absolutely, Win. Share memes. I want to see these memes that you made. Watch, I'm gonna see the photos and then it's gonna hit me like, oh my gosh, I remember this. Absolutely. How could I ever forget? I swear, I think so much happens at these shows that sometimes things totally like escape me. And I always feel embarrassed. Because it's like, no, I want my memory to be better. Yeah, I'm liking how Rumi is turning out. I really like how her shirt is looking. I like how the necklace is looking. Yeah, in cases like this, I actually like making the chains super loose. And like as you can see, I'm kind of just adding dots and shadows in certain areas to give more of a suggestion that there's a chain rather than actually painting every loop. Um, if it was more of a close up of just her, I probably would spend more time. But sometimes this, like, picking and choosing when you paint something where it's more suggestive versus like being super precise and exact is kind of a key thing. And it's okay if, like, at one time I used to think I had to be like super precise with all my details and everything. And it's like, nah, sometimes just being suggestive with something is just as good. Just putting a couple of dots of light and shadow in a certain area is just as good. Yeah, and I'm actually glad I chose to do this necklace now while the shirt's still wet, because I can easily blend it in. I can keep everything very blended, very soft, very feminine. Yes, you know, Evo Leia, that is a mood. That's a mood. Especially just drawing an M for bird. Can you add some birds? M. There we go. And I'm just kind of adding like taking this like the super dark blue black color, and I'm just tapping it in like the corners, and I'm just blending it in. I'm just blending. Okay. I'll take a peek here when where's Discord? There's Discord. I did see the little notification. Oh, there it is. At first I was like, what? Why do I not? Yeah, this is Game on Expo. This is my Game on Expo booth. This is a funny picture. When I feel like I'm living in some kind of Twilight Zone. I don't remember this. Why do I? What the heck? I don't remember this at all. But this is a great picture, though. This is fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Well, thank you for. I feel so awkward. Because, like, I remember you coming by my booth, and I remember talking to you. What were we? I remember us talking, and I remember you visiting and coming by and taking selfies and taking pictures. Like, I remember all that. But this is funny. Oh my god, I feel like I'm in some kind of Twilight Zone. That's so weird. I'm 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 judging it. There we go. Please don't get offended. I don't. I like that picture though. If you want to make memes of it, go for it. Yes, yes, I remember you were wild card. Now that I do remember. And I think that was the first time I saw when you're wild card in person. Because I've only seen like you taking pictures of the mask. I don't remember if you posted it on your story or if you sent it to me directly, like pictures of the mask that you're like, oh, I'm gonna wear this. Um, it's possible there was like it was on both your story and DMs, but yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, I don't know. My memory. Oh yeah. That's too funny. Gosh. Not gonna lie, I feel a bit embarrassed because I know I always joke about not having a very good memory, but usually, like, with stuff like that, I'll like see the photo or like a reference or something and it'll spark a memory. Like, I remember, um, so this was the last stream. Remember when I was all saying that I used to do henna art and that kind of stuff? I would when I was doing henna, I'd see so many people a day, and oh my gosh, so many. And I could never, like, remembering faces and names beyond me because it's like I go through so many people, but I remember people by their henna. And I remember like people would come by and they'd be like, oh my gosh, you did my henna last time. I'm like, they're like, don't you remember me? And I'm like, listen, please don't take this offense. I'm sorry, I don't. But then suddenly they would be like, "Well, I love the henna you did last time. Um, can you do it again?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, of course." And of course, I'm always like, "Well, welcome back. I'm glad you liked it that much. You want me to do it again?" And then they would show me a picture of the henna, and I'd be like, "Wait, I remember you. Hold on." I'm like, "You told me about this story and that story. You took this trip." Because some people, like, as soon as they sit down, they just open up with their whole life story. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, I remember you were going on a trip and you got a dog and you got this. And they'd be like, yeah, that's me. And I'm like, okay, I associate you with that henna. So that will happen. My memory usually behaves like that. Where it's just, um, I like, and that happens a lot too, like at cons. Like someone will come by my booth and they'll be like, don't you remember me? I bought a set of ears. And I'm like, thank you for coming back, but I'm sorry. And they're like, oh, I was this character last time. I'm like, oh, wait, I remember. And I'll be like, wait, I remember we had this conversation and that conversation. And they'll be like, yeah, that was me. So. It's so weird. Oh well, when it's still fun memories. And I just realized as I'm painting this, I kind of painted this chain a little too low. So we're gonna fix that. Because it's not like, it's like this charm is kind of hanging off the chain, not like, yes, it's attached to the chain, but it's kind of like chains here and then there's a loop and then there's the like piece. So it's a little low, but that's okay. Or it's a little high. A little high up. Gotta correct it a little bit. Oh, that's okay, Win. If you don't post photos, don't ever feel bad. Don't ever feel bad for not posting. Sometimes posting can become a lot, so I understand why people take social media breaks. I even need social media breaks. So just sitting here trying to correct the chain. How am I on time? Oh, okay, I'm good on time. I have not looked at the clock once this entire time. I've been just like focusing in my own world completely. I swear, I don't know if other people like kind of feel this way, but I when I'm creating, I kind of go into a time warp where I kind of like the concept of time just flies out the window. Yep, exactly when I go into like a fairy world, an alternate dimension. Oh, thank you, Win. Thank you for posting the Discord. There we go. All right, and then I'm gonna just continue on with the bottom chain, just exactly like how I did the top chain. And again, it's so this is a little bit of like a thicker chain. This one's thinner, this one's more chunky. So it does look a little dark and flat right now, but I'll add value and it'll look a lot better and make more sense. I'm gonna flip over my napkin. If my napkin will flip over, I don't know why it's being weird. Why are you being weird? My napkin was like, normally I just like flip it over, but this one was like, ugh. Like what? I wonder if it got stiff in one area with like dried paint on one side, so it wasn't like it was being weird. a spell a spell checker. Yeah. Do you think that would be, I mean, we could do a spell checker. I'm not against that, especially me myself, I am a bad speller. And I'm going to try to get as much detail in this pendant as possible, but if it doesn't allow me, then that's okay. I just don't want to overwork the paint in any way. And then I'm going to go in with white, add in the highlights. Uh-oh. I accidentally smudged the top. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? I just fix it. And actually, I noticed at the top, I think I smudged it, must have smudged it a couple of times, because it's kind of bleeding into the sleeve right here. I know I'll go back and I'll paint the sleeve over again. And anyway, there's a lot of details in that sleeve that I am missing. Like, she has like a lot of embroidery work on this jacket. So, I still have to go back and add those details in. Nacho, Zootopia 2. That was so much fun. Nacho and I went to go see Zootopia 2, and it was so good. So good. If you guys have not seen it yet, and if you really liked the first Zootopia, you'll like this one for sure. It was so good. I won't say too much. Or try not to say too much, cuz oh my gosh. Yeah, Win, you should definitely go see Zootopia 2. I think you'd like it. It's really good. I think something that I really like about the second Zootopia movie is the world building it has. Like, they continued explaining, without saying anything that's spoilers, they just built on the world of Zootopia itself in its history. And I really I love stories like that. It's like, here's this awesome universe. How can we expand it and get more in depth of of what this universe is, how it started, its history, and that's what this second movie's kind of about. So, it's good. It's really good. I highly recommend. I won't say much more because if I start talking, then I'm just gonna start blabbering, and I don't want to give away any spoilers at all. Because, like, I kind of kept myself in the dark a little bit. I didn't know what to really expect. So, and I think that's a good way to, like, go into it. The only thing I was hoping was that it was gonna be really, really good, like the first one. And it was. Yeah. You added a bonus. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to get out of that. Where'd you post it? Oh, I see. Okay, that's too funny. I kind of remember this photo a little bit better now, Win. That's too funny. That's great. My dad in the background. It's funny. This is a great photo though. That is great. Absolutely hilarious. Now that you posted that second photo, I'm like, wait a second. Hold on. The memory's coming back to me just a tad more. Yes. Yes, Nacho, bring back Nick Wilde, please. Absolutely. You know me, I'll cosplay Judy Hopps again. Yes, do it. Which actually reminds me, I need to make more fox ears. That's something that I'm very low on, is fox ears, and I think I have one or two pairs in the works right now. And I know I have like one in my inventory. Those fox ears, they are super, super popular. And I have no more snow fox ears either, which I have to make. Gotta make more of those too. Okay, I'm actually really liking how this chain is coming out. I'm having fun. I'm having fun with this chain. And then I'm gonna add in some reflective light with the pink. Okay, as you can see, I'm really caring about these teeny tiny details. Caring about the teeny tiny details. Maybe that was too dark on top. Whoopsies. Gotta blend that chain out. I think that was a little tad too dark. I shouldn't have done that dark black on the top. So I gotta soften it. Gonna soften it. There we go. Add back in my highlight. There we go. See, this is also why I like working with oils, because you can easily like fix little mistakes like that, like just by re-adding some color and blending it out. Yeah, if you want to yeah, Win, if you want to post more photos, totally go for it. That's too funny. It's like going down memory lane, even though it was like only a couple years ago. Kind of funny. Where did that pizza saw come from, Win? Did you like just, is that yours? Like, did you bring it, or like what is the story behind it? Did you get it at the con? All right, and then I'm gonna add in the blue highlights just in some places. There we go. And it's looking a little too outliney for me. It's almost looking like cell shading. I accidentally made cell shading, guys. Which that is an art study I really, really, really want to attempt one day, is cell shading. And that might be fun. That's an art study I have yet to do and is on my list. Let's make a painting as cell shading. What I might end up doing is finding like a cool looking character, do like a really small photo just for my study, and then after that move on to something like an original piece from what I learned from the small one. There you go. All right. Let's see. What did you post, Mr. Win? I don't see it. Oh, there we see it. Yeah, I remember that photo, and I remember that. Nah. That's a great picture. Yeah, and there's not showing the background. Not showing my dad. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this necklace looks. I think it's really cute. And yeah, you can see that's how you make like jewelry and accessories. I know I still have to do the pendant. I got distracted. I got distracted with her jacket. See, this is me working on paintings is, well, you see, I'll work on a little something and then I get distracted by something else. Yep. That's how it goes. All right, now for the pendant, and looking at the time, judging the time, I'll be able to finish the pendant and I think call it a stream there. Yeah, I actually really like painting metal objects a lot. I find it really fun and satisfying. Just the reflections and the shadows. A lot of people just assume that, like, if something's metallic, you just go in with um gold or silver, like paint, like the metallic paint. And I'm like, no, I love painting the shadows of it. Because here, yes, her necklace is silver, which that might be your first gut reaction is like, okay, it's silver, so I need silver paint. I need metallic silver. No. Not you can, but that's not what I'm going for. If I was going for something much more like simple, maybe like a modern graphic kind of style, then maybe it might end up looking really cool. But that's not what I'm going for here. I'm going for more of a realism. And so actually when I look at her pendant, I don't see it as silver. I see it as a mixture of gray, white, pink, and blue. That's the colors. Ah, I got you when. So that's prop was yours that you brought. That's fun. That's a good like find to find at Goodwill. Yes, I did see that photo. The one that you posted of um you as your friend's OC and then me as Rebecca. I saw that one. Yeah, and see, I remember that day like totally clearly. Like, yeah, absolutely. Like, I totally remember that. Like, yes. Oh, not that one. Okay, one second. I'm gonna finish this line, Win, and then I'll go and I'll look and see your other picture that you posted because that's the only pictures I saw posted. Ah, all right. I'll look at it in a sec. And this pendant's a little tripping me up, just because the paint is, of course, it's oil paint. It's blending into itself. It's blending into itself how I don't really want it to, because it's not like a perfect, it is a perfect circle, but it's kind of like a big circle, like a little circle on top of a big circle. And I'm trying to portray that, but I might have to just wait until it's dry. And see, I go to blend it, and then it just like completely disappears. And like, no, I meant to lightly blend that. All right, let's see what she got. Do C chord. Yeah, I only see. Oh, wait, here we go. Yeah, I remember that photo. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, see, I remember that. That was a whirlwind of it. I think that's like the moment I actually met Lexora. Like, she was just walking by, and I'm like, wait, there's another Jinx. And then that's it. That's how we met. Like, yes, we're gonna take more pictures. Aw, thank you, In Touch. Thank you. Thank you. I'm really, really happy with how it's turning out. I think it's looking good. I'm really happy. I'm trying to finish this little pendant. I think this would be a good stopping point, but I want to finish it up during this stream. Oh my gosh. No, I didn't notice Evo Leia. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of watching on Twitch. Hey, that's good though. That's fun. It's kind of funny when they do the recaps, because it really, like, I don't know. It's funny to see all that time like condensed down, you know? Yep, Nacho. Yeah, you're right. That was Channel 3 days. Those photos from Game On. Yeah, that was the time when you were going around taking B-roll. Isn't it weird? Like, I swear that con feels like not that terribly long ago. And I swear, I think some cons are starting to get, like, my memory is starting to get muddled. Like, they're all kind of, there's some events where it's starting to just morph into one monster. I shouldn't call it a monster, but just like morph into one blob of a memory. Some moments, some yes, some no. Looking at those photos though, my booth looks weird because I've gotten used to it with the green walls that I have now up. So looking back at pictures before I had those green walls, it I don't know, it doesn't quite look like my booth. That's how it all started though. That's how things evolve. I'm like not breathing through these teeny tiny details. Like, don't breathe. Don't breathe. Or I should breathe, but I'm like, I don't want to because I don't want to mess these up. There we go. Okay. Got her pendant there. The only thing that's really missing is the blue and pink reflections. And then I'll call it there. Yeah, right on time too. Ended up working out perfectly. And for the pink and blue reflections, I'm kind of just doing like little suggestive dots. I'm gonna go in with some darker blue. Whoop, that's way too much paint on the paintbrush. Very thin paint. So I'm using just little amounts of paint. Little touches. And one of the detailed dots kind of disappeared a little bit on accident behind the blue. So I'm going to add it back in there. Sorry, I kind of messed up. No, I kind of messed up and now I have to fix it. And now I'm like, how do I fix this? Like extra not or extra holding my breath. There we go. All right. Again, it turns into like a lot of line work. And I'm not completely thrilled with how some of that line work looks. I don't want sharp lines. I want everything to be very, very soft. Here we go. All right, almost done. Just a couple more touches, and then I'll call it here. Alrighty, there we are. I'll flip it around so it's no longer upside down for ya. Scooch it over a little bit. Yay! All right. I'm actually, yes, I am super, super happy with how this is turning out. Aww. Aw, it's okay, Win. I'll be back here tomorrow. I'll be back. Not to worry. And most likely tomorrow I'll be continuing this painting because my other project, like the horns, are on hold at the moment because I have to prime them. And I already explained that. So, but later this week I'll have some time to prime. Oh man, Nacho, it's a slow day for you. Aw, I'm sorry you only had one delivery. That really sucks. Aw, thank you, Win. I'm glad you liked the painting. Aw, thank you, Evo Leia. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy and you like seeing the progress. That makes me really happy. Thank you. Thank you, Nacho. Thank you, Win. Nah, I hope you have a good day too. And thank you to everyone for joining. I will be back tomorrow, the same time, where I will pick up where I left off. And I'm thinking today I'm gonna work a little bit more off stream, so you might even see a little jump in time, which it'll be exciting. All of a sudden, like, whoa, more's done. Alrighty, bye everyone. See ya later. Bye.